of the South Shore's Morning News. I'm Rob Hakala along with Lisa Azizian on the line, Joe Collymore and Lori Tobin. They're going to talk about an important documentary that's being worked on, exposing the dangers of vaping and how it affects people, especially younger people. It's called Taking a Toke. It is a documentary, and we're going to listen to a piece of audio before we check in with Joe and Lori. Give a listen.
Oh, boys. We're here just to lay down some facts. Otherwise, Julian just ain't being coolin'. Let's go, boys.
It's crazy. It's so addicting.
It still shouldn't be a choice.
If you're gonna jewel, you ain't coming to my pool. Please don't ever jewel. You ain't looking cool.
Kids who are my age most likely started vaping when they were, 14 or 15.
Who you fooling? You be jewelin'.
These companies should be called out on the misconceptions that they sold to society, especially young people.
I have had, habits with substance in the past. That was significantly easier to stop than juuling.
If you're gonna vape, you're gonna need some tape.
For your lungs. Kids are well aware of the dangers of it, and some kids even know people personally who have had serious medical problems because of it. I wake up every morning and I feel shaky and sweaty until I get that nicotine in my lungs.
If you a parent, it ought to be inherent. Vaping's bad, that should be apparent.
It's just so scary as a parent because, sometimes I see them with two in their hands. When you're young, you just don't think of anything more than right now.
Who you fooling? You be jewelin'. Who you fooling? You be jewelin'.
The way that people use it, where consistently all day, every day, keep it in their pocket, don't put it down, don't in the bathroom to hit it, that can't be healthy. That can't be good for you. Don't do it. Don't even try it. It's really not all that it's cracked up to be.
I think everybody kind of bought into that it's safe because that's how they sold it.
I had been vaping literally, I'm not even exaggerating here, every 5 to 15 minutes.
For more information, visit takingatoke.com, the film documentary.
All right, so there you go. Some powerful audio there to set things up for us. And here to talk about it, we have the people behind this documentary, Joe Collymore and Lori Tobin. They're both on the line with us.
Joe and Lori, thanks so much for calling in today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
All right, so we are, excited to hear more about this. We know it's a problem. We know a lot of parents and those in school administration and teachers are all trying to battle this. It seems like people are definitely taking it seriously now, or at least those parents I know and lawmakers trying to stop this problem from happening. But we want to make sure that young people know the dangers as well. So let's talk about why you guys decided to make this documentary.
I'll take this one, Joe, if that's okay. I live in Hull, and I used to teach an exercise class to little kids at the grammar school, and I've been doing it for over 12 years. I saw one of my students, who's now in high school, walking down the street vaping, and it stopped me in my tracks. I couldn't believe that they were doing this. So I went with Joe and Fazad and asked them, can we do something? So the documentary was born from there. The music that you just heard is from the Hull High School music department. Ian Barkin, the teacher, worked with the kids, and the kids created that song. They wrote it, they performed it. So I just wanted to let you know it's kids helping other kids.
Oh, that's great.
Good. Well, talk a little bit about the voices that we're hearing in the clip that Rob played.
Joe, do you want to take that one?
Certainly. Hopefully you can hear me fine. The voices that you were hearing in this particular audio teaser are actually individuals who have agreed to lend their authentic voices to our film. So you're hearing the voice and anguish of a young man age 18, fighting to beat his addiction to vaping. You're hearing a mother and her anguish and frustration and feeling of guilt at having approved these vaping devices, thinking it was a safe alternative to combustible cigarettes, thinking it was a safe pathway to smoking cessation, only to find out that's not true. And that's one of the reasons why Massachusetts State Attorney General Maura Healey is suing the vaping industry for deceptive marketing practices.
Okay. And, so what can parents and school administrators do now? Are they coming up with ways? Because this is, it's harder to detect than if you knew back in the day when you saw a student or something, coming out of the bathroom or, even in their room. You could smell it on their clothes. So what do parents and school administrators do?
Well, we know that schools have invested in what they call vaping detectors, which are roughly $1,000 per unit that they put in the bathrooms. We know the manufacturers of vaping devices have created appliances that look like something other than a vaping pen. They make them look like USB drives. They hide them in backpacks and hidden in clothing. You would think in this new normal, in this pandemic, that would no longer be an issue. But the reality is we still have young people out there who are addicted, who are vaping, and who know that they're playing Russian roulette, so to speak, by continuing to vape in the midst of this COVID. And should they ever have their lungs compromised, that's not a good sign.
No, because we've been hearing about underlying issues and the coronavirus, a respiratory issue that if your lungs are not working great, you could be you would be at a higher risk, I would think.
That is correct.
Yes.
And that is the silent part. Go ahead, Laurie.
I was just going to agree with him. Yes, that's exactly it. So it's important to get the word out in this documentary, get it into schools, and maybe if we can get it going by the fall, that would be a really good curriculum for the kids and for the schools. And so we just hope that we're going to be able to get some funding for it.
All right, so let's talk about
trying to get funding.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, I know we're almost out of time to get that word out because the documentary isn't finished yet. So tell us, what can people do to ensure that this gets done and into schools?
We want them to visit our site, takingatoke.com. At that website, we have all the information, which includes the opportunities where you can make a tax-deductible donation because we are part of a nonprofit filmmakers collaborative. They are our fiscal agent, and we also have grant writers on our team, and we're looking for opportunities to submit grants to complete this important film.
TakingAToke.com, that's the website, TakingAToke.com.
Yeah,
that's where you can learn more, and that's how you can get in touch with Joe and Lori as well, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
Well, this is important to definitely get out. And, I know that nicotine has been an issue in a variety of forms, obviously going back to kids that were smoking. And, there would only be sometimes a certain amount of kids that would smoke, hopefully. And then I remember, some athletes I would see that would do the chewing tobacco. Remember seeing that. Sometimes you'd see that. It was so disgusting to watch that. But now it seems like the vaping, that there's you're right. I think some people were fooled and thought that this water vapor was harmless, but now we know it has a real serious effect, and we don't even know the long-term effects when these kids grow up.
No, we don't have all the information. No.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate both of you coming on and getting the word out. We'll put a link up to it, takingatoke.com, and we hope that, again, schools and parents support the project and have it so that it goes to completion so that we can get it in the schools.
Yeah, and please keep in touch. Let us know how else we can help and on the journey that you're on to get this into completion. We're happy to help.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's Joe Collymore and Lori Tobin, takingatoke.com. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it is traffic and weather time. I'm going to switch over now.